Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective in a multitude of ways. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but to find meaningful ways to use them for the collective advantage in any way they deem fit. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. If you're returning, thank you for returning. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can get more people uploaded with the latest downloads. Okay, collective, let's tap straight into this energy because it's a good message. So I couldn't help but turn on the camera and let you guys see for yourself, right? Seeing is believing. So here we have the High Priestess. Okay, heavy water on the table with our Nine of Cups. Okay, so a High Priestess or someone who steps into High Priestess energy is getting their wish fulfillment. Okay, we have our Six of Wands, all about victory, success, good news coming in, and the Star card. I mean, now you see why the camera's on, right? So heavy on the water signs, give you a Pisces in particular, just intuitiveness. What I'm getting is someone tapped into their intuition or just used your intuition to bring in this energy, call in this energy of manifesting all your wishes being fulfilled, right? All the dreams coming true with the Nine of Cups. Victory and success finding you, especially good news is what I'm hearing. Fame, fortune, all of the things because you went in and did the healing work, right? You healed, tapped into your intuition, and this is what you have in store for you. So let's see. Do we have any more from this deck here? I'm hearing yes. It's a yes. So let's see. I hope this message is finding everyone well. Please let me know down below how it resonates for you. Okay, Spirit. So what else can you tell us about this energy, about this High Priestess? What else should we know of this High Priestess receiving wish fulfillment? Okay, so I have the Nine of Pentacles. Let's take it, right? Nine of Pentacles. So just success and financial breakthroughs coming through, right? We have prosperity and abundance coming through to this High Priestess energy for following your intuition. I'm hearing following and noticing the signs, where to go, what to do, when to get out, that type of thing is what I'm hearing. And following kind of those internal nudges, right? Because like what I said, when I come on, seeing is believing. We don't always see with our natural eyes. And we have to use our third eye intuition. So you were able to tap in and do that. Heal what you need to heal. Focus on your path to bring this energy in. Now you're reaping rewards and success. Look at that. So we have the, here, let me put these down. We have the Page of Wands coming in. Good news again. Heavy on the letters, phone calls, and the optimistic energy coming through. Also the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, unexpected financial windfalls. This is just inheritance for balancing out your life, right? So you're inheriting a bunch of abundance. I'm hearing in all ways. I'm hearing spiritually as well. A restoration of peace, most of all. And we had an Emperor pop out. Okay, collective, y'all done manifested everything. This giving the royal flush energy. So we have earth and fire signs. So that could be significant. You or this person, this emperor, could be an earth or fire sign coming into your energy. Heavy on the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Oh, let's see what else we have. Okay, this is after a Ten of Swords. So you really had to do some healing work. You really had to use your intuition and go in after this Ten of Swords backstabbing energy, right? To call this in, right? I'm hearing it took some time, but you made it. Towers, you faced towers as you were trying to traverse through this, right? It's looking like you were kind of looking back, reminiscing on old things with this Six of Cups coming through, right? And then the Seven of Pentacles, you were really reminiscing on, or just maybe looking back on the past, like, where did it all go wrong? How did I get here? Type of energy, right? So you had to do the evaluation. You had to do the hard work. You had to assess, where did we take a wrong turn back there somewhere, right? Heavy on the Leo energy. And you were able to do that, follow your intuition and go within. I'm hearing, instead of looking outside of yourself, you went within instead of looking at the without. Okay, so instead of focusing on the lack, you focused on what you could do, what changes you could make, the lessons you needed to learn, right? So you kind of reflected on where this came from and how you can assess the situation to move forward. So kudos to you. We got truth coming in. So now you had to embrace this Queen of Swords energy, kind of put that sword up and say, listen, I'm not dealing with this anymore. We are not going in the same cycles, right? I'm hearing making head over heart decisions. While you were in this Ten of Swords energy, these towers hit. And instead of you going outside of yourself, blaming other people, you did the reflection needed, okay, to bring this in. So kudos to you. Collective, I'm so happy for you. Like I said, I had to come on because this is a beautiful message and I wanted you to see it for yourself. Seeing is believing. I'm here and go to the Panther deck. Let's find it, shall we? Okay, let's give this a shuffle. So many of us in the collective we're on different timelines, but it seems like the energy is heavy on most of us breaking through, right? I'm reading cards for you or channeling energies for you, right? We are connected. We see each other. So I am part of the collective as well. And it's just heavy on us making it through these trials and tribulations, seeing our way through without using our natural eyes, using that spiritual eye, that third eye, and really pulling through. I'm seeing fire on this card as well, and air. That could be significant. Oh, someone has a bright idea. So perhaps that's you, collective. You have an idea on where you need to go now after tapping into your intuition. Perhaps you dreamt about it. We do receive messages in a multitude and myriad of ways. M's could be significant. I also saw a few letters before coming on. N, J. So New Jersey could be significant. I'm hearing Nancy J's. Okay, R is significant. There was another one. I'm seeing Z right in front of me. Any of these could resonate. S and I. L's are significant as well. So those could be initials for you or someone else that this resonates with. Yeah, you're receiving aid at this time. You will be receiving a helping hand. Or you have an idea to be this helping hand to people who are experiencing what you experience, right? A lot of times when we go through our journeys in life, especially if you're on a spiritual journey, if you're called here, I'm quite confident you might be on a spiritual journey, your spiritual path toward ascension. Often we are called to help those who are going through what we went through. So sometimes we go through what we went through so we can understand the experience other people have going through that energy. I'm seeing someone doing heavy work on their laptop. So perhaps you are, I'm hearing starting a business, an online business. Yeah, you were stressed. So aid has to come in. Or like I said, you're providing aid to people who are in this stressed, overworked, overwhelmed energy. Oh, okay. So we have the right card coming in. Ceremony and magic. Okay. So perhaps I'm getting a few things right. I'm just hearing you're working your magic, right? To not only get yourself out of this energy, we did have the star card here. So you did embrace this healing. Perhaps you've healed yourself and you are learning to help heal others, or that's what your goal is, to help people who are stressed in situations or overburdened, overwhelmed, confused by situations caused by ceremonies, right? That people might be doing, the witchery of it all, right? If that's significant for you, I'm just hearing calling awareness to the things that you had to go through or traverse through. So kudos to you if that's your energy. Okay, third wheel situation. So what I'm getting from this is you had to deal with a Ten of Swords. You had to deal with perhaps a third party situation doing the things, right? Causing overwhelming burden and stress, right? You want to help people get up out of this energy, right? That might be what you're being called to do, right? Because you've experienced it, you can kind of lead people to the light, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you've seen this before. You're the detective in this situation. You know what this is, right? You've experienced it, or perhaps you're just now uncovering this in your energy and doing that detective work, that spiritual detective work, using your third eye, using your intuition to uncover what was really going on behind the scenes to cause you to be in this mental distress, right? Either story could be significant, but yeah, there's evidence of this third party situation. There was some goal that they had, but now there's a hesitation. Somebody's saving their coins now, or they have to save their coins because what they thought was a bright idea, I'm hearing it's costing them a pretty penny. 55 could be significant. Something about change, reluctance to change, right? So that could have been your energy, reluctant to change out of this situation or see it for what it was. But now you have, because you've done the detective work here. Right. So now someone's hesitating on what their goal should be, right? They're probably recognizing that their goal should be saving what little they have left after putting you in this mental stress energy. If that is your storyline, yeah, because this Queen of Swords just slid right with it. The wind is blowing heavy as I say that. Okay, this could be a Libra or air sign that had you in this energy, or you are a Libra or air sign. But you had to put your sword up because you were in a lot of mental confusion and stress, right? And I'm hearing, come to find out, it wasn't all natural. Sometimes it's beyond what meets the eye, right? We keep getting that. And being that I came on and said that randomly, that's not something I say. Seeing is believing. I'm just getting things, or the truth is stranger than fiction, right? You couldn't see it. You didn't really have tangible evidence of it, right? So it caused you to hesitate. You didn't have tangible evidence of this third party situation, but your intuition knew better, right? And whoever put you in this energy, I'm hearing now they're going to be facing towers. Okay? This could be family, lover, friend, someone close to you. Someone you had a bond with, possibly shared a home with. Yeah. They wanted you in this energy. I'm hearing vagabond. Just down and out, down on your luck. Because of a contract or a commitment. Okay, they felt, okay, here what it is. They feel like you should be stuck with them, like, because you have a family with them, they own you, right? You have a contract in place, basically, like you are obligated to stay with them, be with them, and perhaps you chose not to, right? You had to break out of this energy after so much going on, this Ten of Swords in your back. You had to break out of this commitment, so they wanted you here. I'm just hearing they would have done anything and everything, paid any amount, done whatever it would have taken to get you in this homeless energy, down and out on your luck, just feeling hopeless, like it was your fault. This is giving a lot of deflection energy. They wanted it to feel like you caused these endings, you caused the separation, you caused the inner turmoil and stress. Because since you didn't have physical, tangible evidence, that's the game they were playing. The mind games, I'm hearing. Heavy on mind games. But you embrace self-love. You could be 43 to 53 could be significant. You embrace this self-love energy. You went within. Now you're receiving the love. I'm hearing, now I got the juice. You might want to go back to my reading. It's called You Know Ball. So Ball. That one has the juice in it. If you know, you know. Now they're confined. I'm hearing there will be no relaxation for them at all. They will be in the conflict and inner turmoil that they caused for you. Of course, stealing your inner peace. I think that's why the inner peace came through. Most of all, not just taking your love, your light, your energy for granted, but stealing your inner peace, right? Pretending that things were like square, squeaky clean, copacetic, right? Doing things underhandedly, working with others. I'm getting family. I'm heavy on the family. Perhaps this person is in your family or work with your family against you. Collecting evidence. I'm hearing falsifying evidence. Something about reading evidence. I'm hearing text messages. Something on paper. You see that little piece of paper in this? Okay. So something about paper is significant. But yeah, they were trying to rob you of your good old energy. And perhaps they were being coached on exactly how to do that, whether by someone in your life who knows how to get under your skin or an entity. But fate is coming through for you, right? It was fated to be like this. And then with that, I'm just getting the fate card just turned sideways against the robbery. So what I'm getting with that is this was fated to happen regardless of how, I'm hearing ill-intended it was, regardless of how upsetting or unfair this may seem, right? This was fated to happen to get you onto your path, onto your purpose. Sometimes we have to go through tower moments, as it's right next to the fate card, to get us to get on the right path, right? Sometimes we have to be stripped of everything that's wrong to get to everything that's right, right? And sometimes, you know, we can be hard-headed, and seeing is believing. So then when you're stripped of everything, you don't have a choice. But you're right on schedule, beloved. No worries, okay? It's coming through. Fate is right on schedule. Divine timing is here at play. I'm hearing you stepped out of this stubborn energy you got on your path, followed the signs, the inner nudges, and you got on your purpose. You stopped with this conflict. You put the conflict behind you. You see that, how that's sticking up like that? You put the conflict behind you. You leave people where they're at. If they want to engage in petty squabbles, honey, you just let them go right on ahead. Okay, Spirit is saying take all these. Ooh. Then we have illness, accident, loss, and vow. So someone is now sick. I'm hearing sick to their stomach, quite literally, on these vows that they took to create so much turmoil in your life. So they're experiencing illnesses, perhaps accidents. I'm hearing accidents impending, oh Lord. They're losing, I'm hearing everything, or just grief. Heavy in the sorrow and regret. They're heavy in their feelings, regretful for these vows that they took against you. I'm hearing someone could have took vows with someone else against you, like someone could have took vows with someone else to spite you. Okay, so yeah, I'm just hearing giving rings to someone else to spite you. So you or this person could be between 35 and 54. But yeah, now they're experiencing illness. I'm seeing medication. I'm hearing life-sustaining medication, or medication they'll be on for a lifetime. Some people, if you have more than one person in your energy, some people will be receiving their tower through accidents, right? Bicycles are significant. Perhaps somebody rides a bicycle, a motorcycle, or something to do with their vehicle, like their mode of transportation, right? I'm hearing suddenly stopping on them. ABS could be significant. They will experience loss for the vows that they took against you. Anything else in this deck? No. Okay, let's get our fun deck. Shenanigans. This one. Okay, these are a lot to mix up. So this is our mix it up deck. Let me see if I can get that. If you haven't been here before, just know that. Let me pause it. This is our mix it up deck. So if you haven't been here before, there might be movies on here that are significant, music, food. It's very random. I channel it the best way I can. I interpret it in the way that I see it. It might just be a confirmation for you. Remember, take what resonates, drop what doesn't. If it applies, catch this vibe. If it doesn't, let it fly. Very simple, right? So this is the one on top that dropped. I cannot believe this came through. So we have Coca-Cola and Dr. Phil. Someone needs to see a therapist for their addictions, right? I'm just thinking of my grandma was addicted to Pepsi, so soda always gives me addictions. I don't drink soda. I'm quite intolerant to caffeine. So that just gives me addiction. Sometimes when I see soda or somebody's just needing to go seek therapy. I mean, Dr. Phil, come on now. Somebody could be a Virgo, an older male could be significant, but they need to seek therapy for their addictions, what they consume. I'm hearing in or outside of their body. Okay, let's see. This is a wild ride. Oh my God. So I got Kanye West and Belly Dancing, Game of Thrones, and Janet Jackson. I love these cards because they will keep you on your toes. Something about movies is significant as well. This is sitting up on the top. Of course, I dropped another one. Kanye West. Okay. I'm not a professional, right? Let's remember. Okay, but from what I see in the media, it's just giving me narcissistic personality disorder. Yeah, someone who's just really self-centered and out of touch, right? And okay, like lost touch with reality, basically. So you know how they say there's a thin line between genius and insanity? In my humble opinion, I think our beloved cousin Kanye West teeters on the line kind of back and forth. I think he is a genius in many ways. I don't really disagree with some of the things he says. I think his delivery is off putting and it makes it hard to understand because it's so outlandish. But I do think he teeters on the line of, is this sane? I'm also hearing, is this cake? Somebody could be watching that or you like cake. I'm just hearing they wanted their cake and eat it too. Yeah. He wanted all the things that came with the spotlight. And then, I don't know, when he had a reality check, this tower moment that hit him, the loss of his mother, I think that kind of put things in perspective for him. Right. And I'm hearing it just called him home, made him remember where he came from. So that could be happening to someone. They need to seek help with these addictions, remember who they are, right? Because Kanye West, when he first came out, was like a lyrical genius, right? We all loved and respect him, and somehow he took a wrong turn back there somewhere. Something about the movie Wrong Turn can be significant. Belly dancing, what I'm getting from that is someone moving to the beat of their own drum. I'm also seeing danger and caution here. So someone in their addictions, I'm hearing, kind of went off kilter, off course, kind of doing their own thing, right? Okay, belly dancing also gives me like root chakra. So perhaps this has to do with like a lustful situation. Yeah, because now I'm looking at this woman floating. They like to have, the wind is blowing as I say this, they like to have options and women under their control, is what I'm getting from that. Oh, goodness grief. Game of Thrones is significant. Now, while I've never watched Game of Thrones, really, I know it has dragons in it. And Janet Jackson, let's put that back, that flew off. So, okay, wasn't it a girl who was like the mother of the dragons? Honey, I'm getting that's you, divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever is embodying this high priestess energy. Honey, you control the dragons at the end of the day. Like, you have a higher calling, right? You have, that comes with this high protection, right? At any given moment, these dragons will come in and defend you and fight for you in the spiritual, right? So, that could be literal dragon descendant family type of situations. If you believe in that sort of thing, I'm just getting your ancestors moving. Your ancestors move like a den of dragons, I'm hearing. Janet Jackson, that gives me a couple things. She is someone who embodies that divine feminine energy, right? She kind of marches to the beat of her own drum. Also, she had a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, who I would assume step for her in any given situation. So, yeah, you are someone who's surrounded by divine masculine energy, perhaps in your family, in your ancestral line. Maybe you have a lot of male loved ones who passed on and look over you. You're kind of the princess in the spiritual realm. The wind blowing, as I say that again. Yes. So that's what I'm getting from that. Bam. This is what fell on the floor. Golf and police officer. I'm just hearing I might tell you a story, but I won't tell you a lie. Maybe somebody lied to a police officer for leisure, like lie. Okay, I'm getting a couple things. Lying is what they do. Okay, also too, what I'm getting from this is golf just gives me like someone's hobby was to be the police officer in your life, trying to monitor and control you with this right. I keep going back to this right card. Someone made it their official police business to monitor and control you by any means necessary to have you in this stressed out energy, right? But it's not successful because right behind all this hoopla, we have this luck. I'm seeing checks. This check has 10 million on it. I'm also seeing 32. So you will be coming into some type of reward. And as we saw, just an unexpected windfall, right? Where do we have that at? So you're coming in with this, you're getting all this good news in spite of, is what I'm hearing. This person trying to play Mr. Officer in your life, 30-30, as I said that. Something about 30s, your 30s could be significant. I'm hearing your entire 30s. Something about a club is significant. I hope there wasn't it's giving me DV. G's are significant as well. I've been seeing G's all day. This could do with the energies, the masonry people acting like police in your life, just people of status. I'm getting in positions of high power acting like police in your life, kind of monitoring you. I'm hearing unknowingly. Can y'all see these eyes? Yeah, somebody's been watching you unwarranted is what I'm getting. That's why you're getting this luck and success. I'm hearing it's not luck, it's the divine. Have you on this teddy bear? The divine wants you to know you are cared for, you are loved, right? And they are coming in, the divine spirit team are coming in to comfort you. I'm just hearing, I will comfort you. Oh, we had the emperor. I forgot. Maybe this emperor is coming in to comfort you. What am I talking about? So whether that's your spirit team or the Most High coming in. I also have a quarter here. Let's see what year this is. 1979. So something about that is significant. Okay, let's get some letters. I already had I sitting out, so somebody can have the initial, first, middle, or last I. We'll get a few letters. Thank you, Spirit Guides. It will pop out. A. Oh, no, that's a V. V is significant, or A. It's trying to show up as an A. So we'll take it. That could be significant. AV comes up a lot for me. Or VA. This person could be a veteran. Or this is what they do. They ain't new to this. They're true to this. And it's significant. Is that enough? Okay. So we have M. We have I. We have E. V. W. I'm seeing N. Q. I'm hearing N is in Nancy. L. L. So LL could be significant. Something about your love language. This emperor coming in needs to know your love language. UY. I'm saying UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Somebody's spirit is ugly, right? And there's no way of getting out of this. There's no way of explaining it. People are going to be looking at them like, are you serious right now? Messing over a divine angel. People know your energy, right? People know you're of love. People know you're of love and light. And yeah, people are going to be looking at this person like, what the hell? LEH, Leah, I'm hearing. NLE could be significant. There was a song from NLE Choppa that I had. I was supposed to channel. That's significant. That'll be coming up shortly. Don't you worry. I'm just seeing LELL. Well. So things will be well. All is well is what I'm hearing. I'm also seeing Nelly. Something about Nelly could be significant. That could be somebody's nickname. Whoa, Nelly. Or I'm hearing Chanel as well. Lunel. Lunel could be significant. Somebody's a comedian or enjoys comedy. Luzelle. Somebody's loony as hell. Especially someone trying to control you like this, yeah. I'm just seeing this crown over here as well. You're being crowned in the spirit. Okay. So you were the princess. You are now the high priestess. So congratulations for getting out of all of this, because this is a hot mess. Overcoming those towers is no small feat. You had a lot of people I'm seeing praying on your downfall here with this vow card, right? Heavy people in conflict with you, trying to imprison you, but they shall reap what they've sown, right? You get what you put out, right? And I'm hearing seeing is believing. So now they'll have to see. Let's get a what's tea message. So if you're new here, I drink tea every day. My tea has a message on it. So I started saving them for myself because they're always positive and uplifting. Or so I thought, but clearly it was for the collective. Let's see. Let me see. Oh my, okay, it says the heart sees deeper than the eye. So yeah, listen to your heart. You know, I'm hearing what is of you. You know that, if things aren't actually true about you, you also know that, the seeds you have sown and what you shall reap is what I'm getting, right? Regardless of what has been caused or spread around in this energy, you know you'll be receiving divine help from this situation to be relieved of all this in due time is what I'm hearing. So stay in high vibrations. Remember to always go in love and light. Seek purpose, not just paychecks. And like I always say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And until next time, peace.